almost ready to get underway. And on the hill for the Giants, Logan Webb. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
And a pitch. And a strike. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Logan Webb, a Northern California guy, but he grew up a fan of the Oakland A's. He grew up going to both teams' games, Giants and A's, but his dad was an Oakland fan, so he loved the Tim Hudson, Bobby Crosby, Stephen Vogt teams with the Oakland A's. And the batter now, TJ Friedl. There's a strike.
Well, I can relate being from the Bay Area. I tell you what, warmer games in Oakland than they were in San Francisco, and that can help you become an A's fan a lot faster because it gets awfully chilly in San Fran.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Out to short, sneaks through, base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now here is Jake Fraley. First offering, and it just misses. Webb, a guy after Tommy John surgery, changed his arm slot a little bit. He ditched that four-seam fastball, went with the sinker, and he's turned into a ground ball machine. Friedl stands at first with one out. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two. Left-hand batter waits. Got him. That's out number two. Digging in, Tyler Stevenson. On the ground to third. Whips it across, and that is that. Reds leave one. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, getting the nod in this one, Hunter Green.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
And here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. The pitch. That one ripped right center field. And it hits the fence. And he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Off the mark there, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That one missed. Bounce to the right. Sneaks through, base hit. Wade headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag, not in time. He scores. And it's 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Here's Jack Peterson. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Now the 0-1. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. In the air, left field. Benson on his way over. Brings it in. Runner tagging for third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Here's Gabe Kapler's lineup for the San Francisco Giants. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. And he deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And the pitch. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head to the second from San Francisco. It's the Giants 2, and the Reds nothing. And welcome back. Second inning set to go. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jason Vossler.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Webb back to work. And he pumps it a strike. And strike 2. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Next pitch way upstairs. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. Will Myers now.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Check swing, went around, and it's 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. And it's even up. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
1-2 now. And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Man at first with one gone. Here's the rookie third baseman, Spencer Steer. Ball one, no strikes. Myers over at first with one away. That misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count. That's a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you...
Myers goes. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses. And now it's 3-2. Caught him looking for the K. So digging in, Will Benson. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. He swings and fouls one off. Tap to first. They get the force, and that is that. So one left for Cincinnati, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back. Now it's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. The wind of the pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And up next for San Francisco, Blake Sabol. And that one fouled off. Runner at second, nobody out. Now he breaks his bat. Fires across the diamond. Barely got him for the out. Close play. Roberto Perez standing in. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Runner at second here, one gone. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really. Oh, this ball's down. And that could bring in a run. Throws to second. He pulls into second. A run comes in on the play.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So here's Wade now. First time up, he led off the bottom of the first with a double and then scored. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. Strike two.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Swing and a ball popped up, and that'll fall for a base hit. Perez on his horse around third. Tag, and he's out at the plate. So a man aboard, and here is Michael Conforto. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Oracle Park, here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Barrero. The wind to kick the pitch. Barrero getting to start at shortstop, 24 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And the 1-0.
Outside of the United States, Cuba has more players and representatives in Cooperstown than any other country. Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic are close behind.
Liner, base hit. So the lineup flips over. Jonathan Indy at the plate. In there for strike one. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Friedel stands in now and watches strike one. And 2 as he waves at that one.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Sable going back some more, pulls it in on the warning track.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet guys are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
Now it's the DH, Jake Fraley. He's 0 for 1. Fraley hitting third in the lineup, and he was a second-round pick. Oh, this is deep to left center, way back there, on its way, gone. A shot to the opposite field, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-2. And now the catcher comes up to hit, Tyler Stevenson. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
And a pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a pitch.
Ball 2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. back here in San Francisco. Now the third baseman, Wilmer Flores. The wind and the pitch. That one ripped. That's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A solo shot. And they add on. It's 4-2. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And Jack Peterson stands in. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. That's outside. Ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Just missed. Green, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
The 2-1. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He sends it out of here, and they boost their lead. It's 5-2.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
And that one hammered. It's got a chance. And that one's gone. He powers one out to right field, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Here's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. And that's in there for strike one. The pitch. Out there to center. That's a hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Here's Brandon Crawford. Swinging a foul straight back. Estrada gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Rolled to short. Could be two. To second. That's one. And it's a double play. And up next for the Giants, Blake Sable. Sable measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, and he's usually a catcher, but today starting in left field. And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. On to inning number 4. It's the Giants 6 and the Reds 2. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jason Vossler. Webb back to work. There's the strike. Strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now Will Myers reached on an infield single his first time. On the ground to the left. Flores on to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The third baseman, number 7, Spencer Steer.
Here's the third baseman, Spencer Steer. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. And that's through there for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And welcome back. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Roberto Perez. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a rule. I'm lessons, I'm written.
Foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Benson makes the grab. 2 down.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. And misses inside.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. Michael Conforto blasts one out, and they add to the lead. It's 7-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. With this guy's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Alex Young. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now the third baseman, Wilmer Flores. That one's in there, 0-1. There's a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's 7-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Put your hands up. It's a new sheriff in town. Everybody get up, get down and
Welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in, Will Benson.
Will Benson.
The right-hander back to work. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here it comes. And now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
And first offering is fouled off. Hit hard, base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Benson around third.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Ball to strike. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the mark, and the count is even, 2-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Barrero coming home.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Ground ball left side, could be 2.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next to hit, Jake Fraley. In there for strike one. That clips the corner.
0-2.
Gonna count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
And a good eye there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Conforto on the move to his left. Pulls up and it drops for a hit. The throw into second, throw, and it gets away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step.
Grounder might be 2. Fires home for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Will Myers, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. On the ground to first. Wade takes it to the bag. That ends the frame. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 7 and the Reds 4. Bottom of the inning. And now Jack Peterson. Here comes a pitch. And a big swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Buck Farmer up and loosening in the pen. Cunell getting cranked up as well. It's in and out of his glove.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
And now Thairo Estrada. In the air out towards right center. Myers gets under it, and there's one down.